Hey, how you doing, everybody? My name is Dan. I just wanted to get online real quick and talk to you guys about cruising solo with your kids. I just recently booked a cruise on Majesty of the Seas, leaving out of Port Canaveral. It's one of their smaller ships, but I am very excited. We're kind of going out on a limb here, and Dad is going to be cruising alone with a 4-year-old. We've done several Royal Caribbean cruises with me, my wife, my son, mother-in-law, mother, brother. Whole family has been before. Dad has got the cruise bug a little bit, so I am taking my 4-year-old by myself. We've been loyal to Royal Caribbean for a really long time, Crown and Anchor members and the whole deal. I would not be doing this if I didn't think that Royal Caribbean was the best line to have the best possible time on. So, cruising with a child. First and foremost, I have to throw out there that, for those of you that are in fear of using the onboard Adventure Ocean Club, please get rid of that fear, because Adventure Ocean Club is one of the highest critically acclaimed daycare centers, activity centers for children at sea. They have special blocks of time that you can drop your kids off, whether it's 8 to 11, then 2 to 5, then 7 to 10. They have time periods where you can drop your kids off and actually have some time to enjoy the boat and have some adult time, whether that's in the casino, at the bars, poolside, in the hot tub, getting a massage, or whatever it is you decide to do. Please use the Adventure Ocean Club. The kids love it. We took my son on a cruise last year, and it got to a point where he was asking to go by the fourth or fifth day to do face painting or freeze tag or obstacle course competitions, and there are several kids that really enjoyed that experience, and my son is one of them. So, taking my son, that's going to be one of the first things we do when we get on board. We are going to go on day one, because that's the only time to really do it. Is you got to go straight to the Adventure Ocean Club, sign your kid up, and then get a cruise compass for the kids, which talks about the activities that are going to be available for the kids during the cruise. Activities on board. I've done a lot of research. Obviously, Majesty of the Seas is one of the smaller ships in the fleet. We've done Harmony of the Seas, Oasis of the Seas, which obviously cater to more family activities that you might have. Being one of the smaller ships, I'm curious to see what they have available. They do have the Splashaway Bay, which is the kids splash pad area where there's going to be slides and water fountains and things like that. It's kind of a segregated area for families with children, so that you're not in the main pool area where all the adults are in the pool, and then you're also not in the adult solarium, which is going to be your private space, where it's typically more quiet, a little bit more secluded, where I might spend my time if my son goes to Adventure Ocean Club. Activities also, things that you can do with your children on board that we've done in the past with the full family, but I think might be appropriate to take my son to when it's just me. We're going to look at bingo. Bingo is an awfully cool experience. They do onboard giveaways, things like that, where they'll do prizes, and then on the last night they've offered free cruise for two. The bingo games are not free. You have to buy your card in advance using your SeaPass card. But bingo's a cool experience. Also, they offer movies on board. It's perfect for a day after being out in the sun. Oasis and Harmony of the Seas have actual movie theaters in the kid area that they'll shut it down and play like Finding Dory, or Monsters Inc., or one of the dated DreamWorks movies that are out there. But it's a cool experience. Some of the boats also have poolside movies. I saw Lord of the Rings Desolation of Smog on the boat one year, which was awesome. You're laying poolside, you got the towels laid out on the pool chairs, and you're just enjoying a drink or a little snack from the Windjammer, watching a movie on the top deck of the boat. Doesn't get any better than that. It's a pretty cool experience, so I plan on doing that with my son as well. Talking about dining options a little bit, the Windjammer and then the main dining room obviously are probably where you're going to spend most of your time. The Windjammer, with a child, I anticipate is going to be difficult. When I've gone on cruises in the past, I've been able to leave my son at the table with my wife and then go get my food and then carry 3 or 4 plates of food back to the table that we've reserved. I anticipate that being a bit of a challenge. I've heard that the staff is willing to help out as far as carrying food back to the tables for you or whatever. So don't be afraid to get the staff involved if you do need help going by yourself with your kids. The main dining room, again, this is something that we've done several times in the past. It'll be my first time going solo. So I've specifically requested a table for 2. Sometimes they'll pair you if you're in a group of 2 with multiple people, and you'll sit at a table for 6 or table for 8 with people that you don't know. It tends to get a little hectic, I'm sure. So I've requested a private scenario where it's just going to be me and my boy in the main dining room. Taking a notepad and a pen or some crayons or something to keep him occupied. In an absolute last resort, you can bust out some sort of smartphone or iPad device that is going to keep him occupied during the dinner time. But really, it's just about spending the quality time together, trying to get him involved in the ordering process, let him talk to the waitress or the waiter, order in their own food, ask him how his day was, things like that. So try and keep him involved and give him an opportunity to take ownership of the experience. Bedtime on the cruise typically is not an issue. I've found that, taking my young boy on the boat, that about 7 or 8 o'clock, he is absolutely wiped out from the day, whether that's shore excursions in the Bahamas or in Mexico or in Haiti, or in Jamaica or wherever you might be going. The day tends to wipe out the young ones pretty well. That being said, my suggestion would be to find a room with a balcony or an ocean view. I can tell you that because when you take kids on a boat, odds are you're going to spend a little bit more time in the room than you might if you were going with just your wife or your significant other. Having the balcony makes being in the room a pleasurable experience. Makes you feel like you're not wasting your time in the room there. And then the ocean view also gives you the same type of environment, where you're not locked in a broom closet for a period of time when it's bedtime after 8:30 at night. Utilizing room service when you're in the room is also extremely important. If you're hungry at nighttime, late night snack or whatever, it's 9 o'clock, you got your kid in bed and it's just you, use room service on the TV. They have options to order free items through room service. They also have items that are charged of a little bit higher value that you can order on the TV channel there that's interactive on the cruise ship, or just feel free to give them a call. I've noticed that room service takes about 45 minutes to an hour on a boat. You got to figure they're catering to a couple thousand people at a time. And odds are you're not the only one that put an order in for milk and cookies at 11 o'clock at night. So just be patient with them. Also, using room service for breakfast is a fantastic idea. It prevents having to load the kid up, round everything up and go up to the Windjammer for an early start. If you're interested in fruit or pastries or juices or a pitcher of coffee, they'll by all means bring that to you at your requested time. They'll give you an option to check check on the list there whether or not you want it at 8 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. or whatever. But it'll be at your door, ready to go, and then you can get your day started. Overall, these are the tips that I've got right now that I know that I'm going to run into on the cruise when I go August 7th of 2017. I will try and keep you guys posted. This is my first video, but as I was searching for videos of dads cruising by themselves with kids, I didn't really find much. So why not start the trend? Hopefully this helps out somebody. My name's Dan again, signing off. I appreciate your time, guys. Have a good day.